Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. And now put your flippers together for your host, Eddie Pepitone.
Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast with no upside, Apocalypse Soon. Glad you could join us. We're going to do a couple of things up top. We're going to tell you dates on calendars. I have been advised by Team Pepitone to do dates up top.
Got to do dates up top. Me and Eddie are going to be in Bakersfield on the 12th of May. So come on,
Bakersfield, California, folks. That's where people go to die.
That's right. If you're waiting to die and you need some entertainment in the meantime, come out and see us. And then the 13th will be in Fresno.
Fresno, everybody. That people who are already dead there.
That's right. And then a big push from you guys. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, which we have, huge fans out there that are not.
Yeah,
subscribed.
guys.
So subscribe.
By the way, did you know I'm good friends with Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura and Joe Rogan? I'm good friends with all of these guys. I never mention them. I want you to know that. Because a lot of you don't know all of my affiliations.
Yeah, I mean, that should be worth a couple subscribers right there alone.
Come, go to eddiepepitone.com. That is the mothership for shows. Not mothership, that's Rogan's Club. Now I can't use that fucking term.
No, I think you're fine.
Rob, what do you think of that?
I think you should keep using it because it probably helps the algorithm.
Say
Joe Rogan again. Say mothership as many times as you want.
Joe Rogan.
That'd be funny if that is the plan of these two podcasters. Look, we'll just say Rogan's name over and over and over and over. He's got millions and millions of followers.
If we get 1/10 of 1%, Eddie, we'll be rich. We'll be middle class.
No, but anyway, we'll be middle class. The middle class is rich for poor people these days. Absolutely. So anyway, eddiepepitone.com. You'll see all my tour dates with JT Habersat. We're going to be in Ann Arbor, Tennessee, a lot of Wisconsin. We're doing the Heartland. We do the Heartland, me and JT.
Yeah.
A lot.
The Heartland needs you guys.
Yeah, I love the people in general. I love people. I love to see them running and throwing balls at each. Get the ball, Arnie.
Hey, go get to the ball.
Arnie, get the ball. Welcome to Italians throwing a ball.
Hey, you wanted the ball? I'm going to throw the ball.
No, let's not go there. We did want to start a new show called Toad Bath. Okay, and let's just go right into it. Ready? Hello. Welcome to Toad Bath,
the only show where we exclusively bathe toads once a week for 1 hour.
The toad we're bathing today. Hello, baby. This is Melvin. Melvin the Toad. He is the featured toad on Toad Bath. Honey, what's going on down there? Mom, leave me alone. Honey, you're not turning into like a version of the character on King of Comedy, Rupert Pumpkin, are you? No, Mother. Well, what's going on down there? I hear something about a toad bath. Please let me be in my creative juices, Mother.
Why do you have an accent all of a sudden?
Mother? I am an old movie actor named Bert Lahr. Son, stop thinking you're Bert Lahr. I am Bert Lahr. I'm going to call the institution. What do you think of this bit so far?
I mean,
I like it. I like that it's going to like this place of complete insanity. That the mother is aware of this kid. Welcome to Breaking Down Comedy with Nick Schwartzman. Welcome to Sarah Lawrence. Now, we've had a fire at the university, so all the students have been evacuated. But me and Professor John Fredericks here, we decided to stay. Flames are licking at the roof
of the conservatory here, but we wanted to talk about
We're going to go down with the building, educating in the process.
Yes. So what is your feeling on deconstructing comedy? Should it even be deconstructed, Tim? By the way, welcome Tim Stevens. He built his own radio many years ago out of plywood and sponges.
The plywood radio and sponge tuners. It's world famous now. It's what I'm known for. I think a good joke should be explained. At the end of it every time. I do a lot of explaining. I think we got to break it down. Why is that funny?
Folks, fun is great, but let's put the brakes on a little bit and just look at what makes it fun. Okay? Now, we're going to show you a clip of a man falling down, slipping on a banana.
Mm-hmm. You can see now here, you can see him approaching the stairs, and there's the banana, and when you see a banana at the beginning of a clip, it's going to be used by the end.
Well, yeah, but you're hoping the filmmakers are not going to be that rote or stereotypical that, oh, God, is he just going to slip?
Yeah. But it is an old standard, the old slip on a banana peel.
No doubt, and I don't want to argue with you. I mean, I know you had some cannelli beans in the refrigerator we share, and I took them, and maybe some resentment is spilling out.
Now, you said we weren't going to talk about the cannelli beans when we addressed the students.
I had no idea they were yours.
Well, they're clearly labeled on
I'm not
the bottom.
I'm not Mr. Oxford Dictionary. I didn't know Kevin.
Well, I always label my food with Kevin, even though I go by Tim around here. And people should know that.
I'm sorry, I just confused realities.
Hello, welcome to Confused Realities. I'm your host, Bit Crimple. I'm Bit Crimple, and confusing realities is something I think we're all doing more often, especially since the pandemic. My guest is Kev Tim.
Hello.
Kev Tim, how are you?
Very good. Are you down there now? You're in the bit within the bit within the bit at this point now.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now because
Now,
I confused myself.
Well, the thing is, when you get wrapped in a conundrum within an enigma, you start to feel bizarrely untethered.
I just keep going, I keep going. I say, he says, now you're this guy. And I go, hey, I'm this guy now. You know what I mean? And we just say, yes.
That's why we have you on the show now. Can you talk to us about a juice box that is being sold to children that has potential to make them into pieces of shit?
Now, folks, I want to tell you about a brand new product I'm working on right now. It's a little juice box called Piece of Shit Juice Boxes. Now,
Jesus, that's a very aggressive name.
Now, I know, but you know how we do here at my corporation. We are straight shooters, all right? We're not going to try to go underhanded or sideways and go, look, you can drink this juice box, you're going to have a little piece of shit on your hands, and you're welcome. You're welcome. The only product of its kind.
Now, remember, everybody, you are deconstructing comedy, and you are in a bit within a bit within a bit, which, by the way, makes it hard to deconstruct comedy, and that's why I started the Deconstruct comedy show. I would set up in Build-A-Bears at first, and I would set up with another person, my friend Tom, who had Burt Bees products. Tom would...
Is that Burt Kreischer Bees?
No, Bert. This is just regular Bert. I don't know who this guy is. I think he was just illiterate. Like, he loved alliteration, so Bert Bees. He probably isn't Bert. But anyway, he set up Bert Bees, and I had and I'm deconstructing comedy for kids at Build-A-Bear.
That's great. Because the kids, they come to Build-A-Bear, they got nothing to do. They
Mother,
get bored after the
Mother, may I have access to the Build-A-Bear blocks?
Yes, here you go, Tony. Give the man
this chip, and you will have access the entire day. Now I have to run to a luncheon with Penelope and Withrin.
Mom, you always have such exotic friend names.
Mom, your friends' names are like witches out of a fucking Bible.
I can't believe you talk to your mom like that.
No, I don't want to. Now there's lasagna in your bag. I didn't have time to put it in Tupperware. It's messy. It's in your bag. I just threw lasagna in there. It's hot and saucy.
Ah, Mom, there's sauce everywhere in
Mom,
the bag.
there's sauce on my computer. Wipe it off. Wipe it off. Save that sauce. It took me quite a long time to make it. I was making it while your dad died in the backyard.
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Your dad died in the backyard.
Papa?
Mother? Yes, well, I didn't think you were close. You know, you always went with me to the park, and we would just have a weird mother-son relationship, really.
Still care if my dad died in the backyard, though.
Well, you're a bit of a sentimentalist, aren't you, Rupert?
I guess so, Mom.
Rupert the sentimentalist gets a little foggy-eyed when his daddy dies.
Stop making fun of me, Mom.
Oh, my daddy died. I feel teary. Ooh, my daddy died. Rupert, we have to have a pair of cojones in this world.
Who's going to throw a ball with me now?
Pull yourself up, Rupert. By your damn bootstraps. We are Heathertons. My name is Penelope Heatherton. You are Rupert Heatherton. Your father was Al Heatherton.
I'll miss him so much, but
I am here to fix the electric. Go away, you working class piece of shit. Wait a minute. Just because I like to bet on the ponies and have my Johnson sucked, does that make me a bad person?
that's a classical definition of working class, I think.
No, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a piece of shit. What's that?
Speaking of which, I want to tell you about this brand new product called Piece of Shit Juice Box.
Oh, that's right. That's where we were. Go ahead.
And it clearly this young working class gentleman loves his wiener sucked on, and
Hey, remember,
he loves juice boxes.
remember, if you're going to get a piece of shit juice box, by the way, I did not say Jew. That's after the meeting. We're going to have crackers.
God bless. God bless you.
We're going to have crackers and grapes, some cheese dip, and Orville tonight is going to sing our national song. Did you hear Orville write the national song?
You know, I did not hear.
Let me sing a little.
I love to hear
Orville,
it.
do you mind if I sing a little your national song you wrote for the country? That's okay. You sound weird, Orville. Here we go. Ready? Oh, I want to kick out all of people who look exactly like me. I want money and buy things and eat crab. I have gun and I kill everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to tell you of a national tragedy. Today, here in California, a man was on a bus. And saw part of the movie Failure to Launch. He has slipped into a coma. Failure to Launch was banned for being so bad that people were banned seeing it, but this gentleman had a bootleg copy.
Yeah, I found it on the street corner, and it was very dangerous. He was watching Speed 2 with Sandra Bullock at first, which he got for $3. And
Speed
then,
One was okay.
Speed One was okay.
I mean,
It was
there's something like-
$5. You didn't want to spend the money.
I mean, I like a show where a bus cannot stop.
Great show, but this is the type of consequences that happens. You end up in a coma. You know what I mean? With
Hey, I'm not denying nor promoting consequences on this show. As you know, we are a malt liquor company. We're a malt liquor company. And by the way, if you guys haven't had a tour of our malt liquor facilities, please come and join us. We have parrots, green parrots are absolutely all over the place. The place is lousy with green parrots.
oh yeah, come on down to Molly's Malt Liquor. We got parrots, a lot of shit, a lot of bird shit everywhere, but beautiful, beautiful birds.
Beautiful birds. They sing a beautiful song. And yes, sure, there's a lot of bird do. But everybody's here. And we're now going to start. Let's start introducing everybody. Tom Reynolds. Tom is here.
Good to
Tom
see you.
is going to be one of our presenters. Tom is making the case for a planet where we don't even have to live here. Is based. Tom says we can hover in these little green pods with the juice thing. What is it called? Piece of shit juices?
Piece of shit juices. Yeah, you can hover just like a woman hovers over the toilet. A man.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Am I being pranked, Bob?
No.
Is this Tim's from Johnson's?
Well, that's where I got the idea. I figure why we don't have to live on the earth. We can hover above the earth just like a woman in a public restroom.
Jesus Christ. Tim? Who booked him? I thought we had the author on soup. I thought we had a guy who was going to talk about soup. Where is he?
I feel like the comedy police are going to bust in right now and just be like, these bits are all over the place.
Soup guy had to cancel. We brought this guy last second.
Imagine this guy's mom comes into the room and he says, "You have bits. This bit is it's all over the place. You better clean this bit up."
You are not going to allow you to do any more characters, Eddie, until you clean up these bits.
Ma, that's the beauty of these bits is that they just lay where they fall.
Now, are you happy? Are you happy in this type of situation with these bits everywhere? The bits are all over the place.
Honey, you know what I've told you about content and form. You have to have both, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You have a lot of content, but form pushes up against just the boundarylessness of content, and you need those two polarities, honey.
That's right, Eddie. And that we're not bringing this up because we're mad at you. We're telling you this because we love you. We care about
But
you.
I don't want to hear about form.
Look now.
Son, you have to hear about form and boundaries and,
But everything is possible, isn't it, Mom?
Well, if we learn anything from Dana Carvey's Master of Disguise, is you gotta have a more solid through line now, Eddie.
I hate when you talk about Dana Carvey. He was irrelevant years ago.
Well, I
And
know.
now he's even more irrelevant. He's a chopping broccoli.
Well, that's because he didn't follow form now, son. We got to keep this to some sort of form.
I'm a chopping broccoli.
I love that.
Yeah, is that funny?
Oh, it's so good.
He's a funny guy, right?
very funny. Yeah,
Dana
yeah.
Carvey.
All my
don't
accents
know what he's doing.
are impressions of his accents for the most part.
Yeah. He's just a naturally funny dude.
He does well, your money's not here.
Oh, yeah.
Your money's in Bill's house and Tim's house.
All right. Well, do we want to talk about the brutality of what it is like to grow up in the modern era? Do you want to talk about that brutality? Now, I know.
Absolutely.
I know. And hi, everybody. Welcome to Apocalypse Soon. We've been just all over the place with dishing from comedy bit to comedy bit. But I think, the elephant in the room is what it's like to exist in modern day America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you kind of exist in a bubble of pleasure and love, would you say?
That's actually exactly how I would describe it.
But
I live in a bubble of pleasure and love.
you do, right?
I do. It's hard to get out of it. It's hard to get out of
Well,
it.
that's something you don't want to get out of.
I know. I come home, my pants get ripped off, if the kids are away, and the kids are, I have to clarify the children are around.
Are the kids away, baby?
She goes, give me
I
those
put
pants.
them in their crates. Did you put the soundproof thing on? Yes, they're in their crates with the soundproof thing on. We got to get a name for that thing.
The soundproof kid
It's
crate.
just too obtuse right now.
Welcome to soundproof kid crates.
Hello. Anyway, dear, the kids are away in the crates.
Then come here, you piece of flesh.
Oh, please. Please objectify me even further.
Come here, you piece of nothing. Come here, you absolute worthless negative. You're a less than zero.
Ooh, my.
My.
That is an exact, almost an exact experience replication of when I go home. I go, hey, pumpkin pie, keep your mouth shut. And she goes, hello. And she loves it. She loves that stuff.
Pumpkin pie.
Hey, pumpkin.
Keep your pile shut.
Now, your wife loves some solid misogyny around the house, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like to throw it out. I always tell her, I go, women are good at 4 things, all right? So get to one of those 4. And she goes, she'll faint on our fainting couch that we have there.
Fainting couch. That is funny, a fainting couch. Can I show you something in a fainting couch?
It's real.
Do you or your wife faint? I do most of the fainting. Oh, really? Okay. Have you looked into a CPAP machine? What? A CPAP, it helps you sleep and regulates your breath. Who the fuck are you? Who sent you? Are you one of Mickey's boys? Sir, I'm just trying to, sell you a fainting couch. You're fucking kidding me. You're one of Mickey's boys. You're Steve Cochran. Let me see your wallet. This is highly irregular, sir. I want to see your wallet. Are you one of Mickey's boys? Are you Steve Cochran? Give me that fucking thing. Nick Johnson. I'm sorry, Nick. So you are the fainting couch guy. All right. How much for this one? Yes, sir. How often do you faint? I'd say once every week. I think this couch should be worth it for you. Do you want it covered in plastic? No, when I faint, I don't want to hit plastic. I want to hit the nice soft. So, all right. Why don't you do a fake faint just to see how it feels to you now? Okay. Oh boy, am I ever gonna get the money to buy a toe warmer? Hello. This is Butch Stevens, and I'm here on Late Night Radio Hour to tell you about our new toe warmers. I'm here with my wife, Priscilla Johnson.
Hello.
Priscilla, what is it about a toe warmer that makes your life better?
There's nothing more sexy than a man with warm toes.
God, I wish I were dead. I wish I were fucking dead.
Oh, God, what an interesting segue for a commercial of our
Just
new
tell us
toe-
about the toe warmer.
It's a 5-volt plug-in. You can plug it into your stove and warm your toes and keep them nice and...
All I have to do is hold out till October, and then I could go underground in Sarasota, New York with a cousin who has a boutique where I can work and smoke cigars and talk to a psychiatrist, Ben Avery, who knows that the only way I'll become whole is through ketamine.
Oh, and the great thing about our toe warmers is they'll work on the ground just as good.
Are you suffering from being a little drowsy? Is everything moving too slowly for you? Are you stuck in an Andy Griffith movie, A Man of 1,000 Faces? Are you the kind of asshole who shops at Erewhon Foods and you pay $30 for a nut and $28 for an orange juice? And you pay it because you want to be part of the Erewhon team.
Hey, I'm Frank Erwan. I started Erwan as a lark. My friend Bob said, I bet you don't have the balls to charge $18 for a juice. I said, Frank, it's all in packaging. If you call it organic, sustainable, you put a picture of the Amazon rainforest on it, you could have a juice. You sell it for $28, which is what I'm doing. This is just orange-colored dye that I'm calling Nurture Nature Nietzsche. Nurture Nature Nietzsche.
Now, welcome back to Deconstructing Comedy. Now, Eddie,
That was a dive into a stream of consciousness, and I think that to deconstruct that would be something the kids would love to do.
Oh, absolutely. I was sitting.
The younger, the better. If you're deconstructing and you're like a 4 or 5-year-old, you're gonna just love this.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of our audiences might be sitting there going, "Now, tell me why this is funny. Let me know. Now, why is this funny?"
Well, those are the people I don't want, listening to our program. You need people who are so they realize the absurdity of life because they've been beaten up by it. That's what a comedian does, is like he shows you how absurd things are, yet things still have meaning. They do still have meaning because the reason, there's an affirmation in life in being silly. Don't you think?
100%. There's a looseness. There's a freedom to saying yes, and I think it's a good practice of just continuing to not get self-conscious and keep going. For me, at least, for sure. And then because I'm kind of green lighting myself, as opposed to gaslighting myself, which I do sometimes as well.
Yeah, I thought of a name for your new special. I did. It's like a dad thing. Like, this is how I roll.
This is,
I'm tired. I'm tired. I have too much on my plate. And this is how I roll.
He sounds violent.
Well, I'm not meaning it to be violent.
Okay. I'm tired. I got too
Let's
much
do
on my plate.
an ode to Pepitone.
Oh, I would love to do an ode to Pepitone, the overarching sponsor of this podcast. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a perfume for the regular man. The Pepitone.
Are you someone who wakes up not knowing how you're going to pay even one of your bills? Pepitone. Well, maybe there's a perfume for you. Pepitone. Do you wake up and your first thing you do is see if the overdraft fee has kicked in again.
Pepitone.
The minus 700 now is just flashing red. You pick up your phone and it flashes red and it says you will be dead soon. Then we have a perfume for you. It's called Hopelessness. Hopelessness is made from the juices of Ed Pepitone when he's worried about money. Hopelessness is a perfume for someone who worries so much that he or she thinks it's a good idea to make your own jewelry and sell it on the side of the road near the Getty Center.
Ooh, you're hopeless now, baby.
You're hopeless now, baby, is right. You want to sprinkle on a little bit of a perfume called
Ed Pepitone.
It comes in a small, translucent, blue-green bottle that can only be picked up with a tweezer, and it's sold in a hovering object. It's sold in a hovering storefront. The storefront says nothing to see here. It's a perfume that as soon as you put it on, you know things are going to get worse.
It ain't gonna get better.
With Eau de Pepitone, you could walk into the Social Security Administration and know that you indeed have nowhere to live.
You're homeless, baby.
It's a perfume that says, oh my God, capitalism is completely collapsing.
Pepitone.
The haves and the have-nots. And if the have-nots take over, I have the perfect perfume.
Pepitone.
It is made of horribleness. It is sold only on Tuesdays in the back of a large white van near a comic book store in Nebraska.
No windows.
Lincoln, Nebraska. Look for the white van near a comic book store and buy yourself some
Pepitone.
Eau de Pepitone.
Ed Pepitone.
Pick up your hopelessness today by Pepitone.
Yeah, hiya, folks. I'll be working the baggage claim area here. When your bag comes down, you tell me that's your bag, and I'll hand it to you.
Hey, why can't we get our bags the way we always get them? Like we just get the fucking bags. What's this about?
Well, a lot of people are grabbing the wrong bags now, folks. And so I've been hired. Is that your bags? Okay, here come the bags, everybody. Yay! Come on, ma'am. Don't be a pussy. What do you mean? I just get excited. I mean, you're being a pussy. All right? That's nothing to get excited about. I love when the bag comes down the chute. The only bag I like seeing coming down the chute is my Aunt Tilly when she's walking down the steps there in Brooklyn with some almond cake.
This is a weird thing to have at an airport. I don't know. I guess it's a new service they're doing now. I don't...
Folks, does anybody else smell ammonia? Let's get out of here.
No, that's just me, Ben Walkren. I am wearing Eau de Pepitone.
I thought something smelled like sadness.
It's hopelessness, is what it is. That's right, I'm Ben Walkren. My last name never got finished. And I want you to know that by wearing Eau de Pepitone, I am disoriented, yet productive.
Eau de Pepitone sounds like a hit.
Yes? Mr. Walgren? Yes? Can I ask you, do you have seed money for a yogurt place for me? I want to start a yogurt place. Do you have any seed money? Seed money? Yes, seed money means something to get, like money to seed the place. Do you have rodents? No, seed money is, investment money. Do you have seed money? You meet me 2 seconds and you're asking me for seed money? Are you crazy, madam? Call me crazy. Call me nutty. Call me anything but late for dinner.
We've been telling her you got to ask. You're not going to get what you want if you don't ask. So she's been asking everybody.
Hello, I'm John Thompson, and welcome to Book. The show that has half a name. Today on Book is Penn. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Doing pretty good here.
Tell us all of it.
Well, welcome to Book. The show dedicated to a series of pages glued together by 2 thicker pages.
I wish I were dead.
I wish I were dead. Now, every time we start a new episode of Book, you always talk about wanting to be dead.
Well, I got a new toaster from Target, made by children in Malaysia. And I thought it would last, and I put a bagel in there. And the bagel was too thick. And it caught in one of the coils, and I just wish I were dead.
You can't, just because the bagel you always get caught up on the manufacturing process of your new products instead of just enjoying the bagel. You always think about the Malaysian children that made it. You gotta.
No, I don't care about them. I really don't. I know a lot of people care about all of that, stuff. But I'm a man who is just concerned with himself. Mm-hmm. I drive a van that's called me, ! It's just a picture of me holding an exclamation point.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it around town. It's a nice fan.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your name, sir?
Jeb Cribbers.
You Jeb Cribbers? Yeah. We've got to do something about the last names in this city.
I know.
Hello, I'm Mayor Frank Johnson, and today we are finally going to fix our last names. Can I have With Cron here? Hey, With Cron.
That's me.
With, you are now Timothy Stevenson.
Well, my dad's going to be pissed, but okay.
Can I have Butch Croppen?
It's me.
Butch, you are now Book Croppen.
That seems like it's making it
Welcome to Human Sirens. I am Bob Whoop, Whoop, Whoop Johnson. Whoop, Whoop, Whoop. We are Human Sirens here. My guest today is Human Siren, Ted Nick. Ted, what brought you to Human Sirens?
I drove here in a 2001 Honda Odyssey, actually. I'm just having a flashback to Steve last night going, hey, just do one episode where you're not high. And then you do the second episode where you're high. No, Steve, we're not doing it.
This has been a fun episode. Let's just recap. Mm-hmm. We're here today deconstructing comedy.
Yes.
And, this is a telethon. The original idea today was it was a telethon that was run by Oda Pepitone.
Sponsored by Oda Pepitone.
And what was it a telethon for? I forgot that part of it.
Oh, we didn't specify.
I thought we did. I thought it was a telethon for like the working class and how horrible things have gotten for the working class.
I mean,
You know what's amazing is that people, what a propaganda machine. What we really, I was just thinking of how basically the very wealthy in this country have a tax boycott going on. You know, Apple,
Yeah.
Microsoft, like Exxon, these Chase, they don't pay any or very little taxes, and it's essentially a tax boycott by the very wealthy.
yeah.
And so the average fucking shithead has to pick up the tab for everything, and they all have everything privatized.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they call it austerity in Europe. I don't know what they call it here, but it's like they just take things away from us, working people all over the world now.
You get a new pair of glasses, you start using these European words now.
Hey, things are going okay for me. No, but that's what people think. They
Yeah.
think that, well, things are going okay for me, so I'm fine, so fuck it, you know.
Yes.
But it's not how it works.
No,
We're more and more interconnected, and and right now they're talking about a collapse of the economy. Banks are failing, and you know that is
it's scary as hell. You go to pay with somebody, your card doesn't work, and then you go, they wait, what? I can't buy this Apple. They go, oh yeah, the cards don't work, and then you call the bank. Oh, the
you
bank
start
shut
having
down.
to barter shit.
Yeah.
Like, all right, how about I'll blow you
Mm-hmm.
for half a tank of gas?
Well, you always go straight to the blowing too, which I think is a good tactic.
Right.
If you want to get a gallon of gas, you're gonna get it.
Yes. Welcome to Fellatio Your Way to a Better Life. I'm Arnie Butwitten. And my guest today is Booba Lappa. Booba?
Hello.
Lappa.
Yes.
Booba.
Yes.
Lappa.
Yeah.
Booba Lappa.
You know what we could do?
Mm-hmm.
We had some new segments we were talking about doing. Eddie,
Which one?
Eddie the Stillness Cop or Principal Pepitone?
Let's do Principal Pepitone.
All right. Hey kids, gather around for another episode of Principal Pepitone.
Hey, kids. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for getting up again. I mean, here we are. It's 8:30 in the morning, and we're all here. I can't fucking believe that. Don't curse. Sorry. That's one thing about being a principal of young kids is that you don't want to curse, and I'm very sorry, children. Okay. So thanks for coming in. I can't believe we're here at 8:30 in the morning. I never want to get up. Me neither. Is it just me and you, Millie? Looks that way. Where are the other kids? Look, I hate to break this to you, but this is not a high school or a grammar school or whatever you call the schools now. Charter school, I think they call them. What is this? This is your mental institution, and I'm your wife, Hallie. Hi, Hallie. Bob, you have to come to grips. You're not addressing children. You're insane. You're just trying to flatter me. No, I'm telling you, you're insane. Don't try to sweet talk me, baby. If you want to get my pants off, just say it. Take those goddamn pants off. Baby, I love you more than life itself. Can you do me a favor before I take the pants off and you ravish me? What is it? Go visit EddiePepitone.com. Why? Because you see all his tour dates. Get those pants off. No. Just visit EddiePepitone.com. You could see his tour dates. Him and Tinkin are going to Fresno and Bakersfield. God help them. They could die in floods or, worse yet, a UFC fight that they get entered into.
Shall we subscribe to the YouTube too?
Shut up. I hate you. But before you take your pants off, just go to EddiePepitone.com. Check out the tour dates, the podcast Apocalypse Now. Become a Patreon member. You know, this stream of consciousness, folks, it's not only entertaining, but it is the key to why trees talk to each other.
That's deep. That's deep, man.
Fuck you. Go to EddiePepitone.com and write a review. Write a review for the show. Right, Kev?
Yeah, should we?
Don't come out of character.
Yeah, should we also maybe subscribe on the social medias too?
God, don't.
YouTube, internet, Instagram, all those $5 and $20 on Patreon get you some exclusive.
Bread and Circuses, Patreon categories. We need more Patreon members, okay?
Please. Eddie worries me. Sometimes he'll call me about the numbers, and I get scared.
The Patreon members goes into the money we get from Patreon goes into restaurants. We get really good shit. There's this one place that has quinoa with blackberries in it. It's unreal.
Am I still in character?
Remember, this episode is brought to you by Eau de Pepitone. Eau de Pepitone is a telethon for people who want to smell like literal hell.
Pepitone.
It's in a little blue-green bottle sold in a large white van outside a comic book store in Lincoln, Nebraska. Eau de Pepitone.
Thanks for joining us on Principal Pepitone.
Boy, that was a convoluted one.
This has got to be. I mean, people will be studying this episode. I think. I think professors will be studying this episode in the future.
Well, all right, let's leave it at that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We gave you all the info. EddiePepitone.com. This is Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. And we'll see you next week.